So we got to talk about one of the most soul-crushing, draining, killing experiences of all time. A job!
Leave me alone!
Working in retail is something else that will kill you. It will drain your soul. It will empty you out. Not in a sus way. It will just empty you out. And in my experience, when I worked at retail, I worked at Best Buy. Okay. I worked in the warehouse department, and that was my little section. Now the question is, how did I get this job? Let's go to the first interview. I walk in, sharp as ever, polo on, pants on, and I sit down, okay? And I'm waiting for like 30 minutes, like past my scheduled interview. So I'm already like, bro, like I had stuff to do. I wanted to do stuff with the rest of my day. I didn't think the interview was going to take this long. I go to the back. I get sat down, okay? Let's call this guy Steven, okay? Steven interviews me. And it's all cool, like we're talking, rah. And then like I'm talking about my stuff and he starts going on his phone. He starts checking his phone and I'm like, what's going on right now? And he's like, sorry, I have to take this call. And takes a call right in front of me while I'm interviewing. So he gets off the phone and he starts shaking. Like I see him shaking. I'm like, wow, why is he shaking? Like, is this interview that good? Am I doing good? Like, why is he shaking? And he tells me his story. He says his daughter works at Best Buy too, but at a different store that's like in the nearby area, okay? Now, at that Best Buy, while I was interviewing, somebody comes in. I forgot what they tried to buy, something expensive. Let's just say a computer. He tries to buy a computer, goes to the main register, swipes his card. It doesn't work. She's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. I'll be right back. So then he goes to the customer service desk, okay? He swipes his card. It doesn't work. And as soon as the customer service rep says something, he jumps over the counter and starts punching the hell out of him. And this guy ended up going to a different store later on in the day, and he was just hitting different Best Buys trying to use this fake card that wasn't working. And this was all during my interview. So then he gets off the phone.
So yeah, my daughter was at that store, so I'm like really mad. Like I changed my ways, but I'm really mad right now, man.
And he's like shaking. I'm like, what is going on?
It's like, but I feel bad, so I'm gonna push you through.
I was like, let's go. Come on. I get the job that easily? Come on. So a couple days go by. I get another call. And apparently there are 2 interviews. Now, for retail, I don't feel like there should be 2 interviews, but I guess that's how they did it. So I pull up for interview number 2. And what do you know? They have me waiting for 30 minutes again. Sitting in front of that damn door waiting for 30 minutes. So I wait. I get called in. I sit down. And let's say my interview is with this guy named Solo. At first, Solo seems like a cool dude. I don't have problems with nobody. I love everybody. So Solo, I'm like, you're a cool guy, I like you, you like me, etc., etc. But as we started talking, it started becoming a little weird. So Solo is the district manager. Embarrassing story, I called him the general manager, but he's the district manager. And he basically runs over the micro market of Best Buys that we have.
What's good? I'm Buddy Spoon, and yep, do-rag and all. I'm here to break down our Best Buy micro market. It's made up of 4 compact stores working together like a crew.
Now, Solo has a little bit of an ego. Because what happened was, he didn't get the job originally. They tried to give it to somebody else, but that person didn't want it. So he got all butthurt about it. He started talking to me like,
I never lost an interview before. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, I don't know why they didn't give it to me in the first place. Like, I hate losing. Like, one thing about me, I never like to lose, and I hate losing. Like, you gotta have that mentality. You know what that mentality is. You gotta know what it is. It's that Mamba mentality.
What do you mean by that?
What if I didn't know what the Mamba mentality was? What do you mean by that, man? And he starts like going on this spiel of how like,
I like to empower women and minorities. I started a women's only group in Best Buy.
Which he was kicked out of actually, which is kind of weird.
But I started a women's only group in Best Buy. And minorities too. Like, I like putting women and minorities in positions of power.
Good on you, man. It's just a little weird to be talking about this in our interview, And the more we started going on, he started talking about salaries too. He was like,
You know, you should really stick around because I make 300K. I have some managers making 130K. Da-da-da-da.
and he starts bragging about salary in an interview. Like, don't get me wrong, that's cool. That's something we could talk about once I'm hired. But during an interview is a little bit of a red flag, you know? So we continue talking. And another thing is, I like to crack jokes during my interviews. I like to make people laugh, show my personality. I would make a little joke. A dead stare. This soulless individual wasn't smiling to nothing. So I thought he didn't like me. I thought I wasn't finna get the job. So I leave. Boom, interview done. I'm just chilling. And I get a call for the job. And I accepted, of course. Little did I know this was the biggest mistake of my life. Let's talk about Best Buy in general real quick, okay? Working in warehouse, you're going to stock shelves. And while stocking shelves, the main demographic of people that walked in are not young people, not middle-aged people, they're old people. Because young and middle-aged, they all do their shopping on Amazon, I realize. Like, everybody does that stuff online. Like, all the technology you need online. So we mainly get all the old people that don't know how to fix their stuff. They come to Geek Squad trying to get their stuff fixed, trying to buy some random cord. And the thing that pisses me off is that they think they know better than you. They really think they know better than you. Like one time, I had this customer walk up to me, okay? They asked for a cord for their iPhone, okay? I got them their cord.
And they said, oh, I saw online that this one works better. Can you find me that one?
Ma'am, the cord I am giving you will work the exact same. Thank you very much. The cord I am showing you will work the exact same. And why didn't you say so in the first place? You wanted the specific cord instead of telling me you wanted a cord in general. I should have smacked the hell out of them. And keep in mind, they smell like piss and cigarettes. That's the main demographic. Piss and cigarettes smelling old people. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. Piss and cigarette smelling old people. So like once you get that out the way, all the stocking shelves, like you'll realize how bad it is to work there. So another run-in with Solo I had was a new hire orientation. Me and 2 other new hires were sat down in that same office, small room, right across from Solo. So Solo started going on his little woman empowerment speech. And he realized I was in the room and he decided to mention minorities too.
Because I empower women and minorities too. I love putting you guys in positions.
You guys? Yo, I'm gonna cancel you, Solo. So, I don't know. It was just very weird. So during this new hire orientation as well, there was a quiet girl at the table. Now there were snacks like laid out all across the table, you know, but it was a very cramped room, like smaller than what you see in this camera, honestly. It was very small. And there's food on the table. Now, in that cramped space, like we were shoulder to shoulder, I'm not eating in front of y'all. I'm sorry. I don't want to be smacking in front of y'all. But at a certain point, he's like,
Go ahead, guys, eat something.
throws something in front of us and leans back, kicks back, and starts like eating a banana. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm gonna be modest. I grab something to drink, okay? And another girl next to me grabs something to drink. Now the third girl, she didn't drink nothing. So what he did was like,
Here, drink this. I'ma break you out of your shell. I'ma break you out of that shell yet.
I find that a little weird, like trying to force someone out their shell on the first new hire orientation. I don't know. That's probably just me. So I almost got fired from that job actually multiple times. So I was driving this piece of machinery. It's called Lil Joe. And what you do is you use it to put stuff up on the shelves in the warehouse. Now it goes pretty fast. You could accelerate it pretty fast. So at the end of the night, we have to drive it and we have to park it and charge it on the like actual sales floor. And then when the morning comes, we drive it back into the warehouse. So I drove it, charged it, okay, and then we needed it again in the warehouse before we closed. So I unplugged it, took it, and I was driving, and boom, I crashed into a shelf. Chat, I have a driver's license, okay? I have a driver's license, but I crashed into a shelf. It was the webcam shelf. And like all the product went flying off the shelf. Boom! Loud noise. But luckily we played music in the warehouse so nobody heard it. And I was like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? So I put the shelf together as best as I can. And then one of my coworkers notices and he's like, bro, we have to say something or else we're all getting in trouble. I was like, that's fair, to be honest. So we go to the manager and I get a long talking to, but somehow they never fired me. They never fired me, probably because they needed me for holidays, since holidays are a different season over there. Like, you don't even want to mess with holidays over there. But with my experience at Best Buy, like, it just was not good. Like, the managers were tweaking. I would love to do another video on that. If you guys want to, just say so. But those managers, they were tweaking, like, craziest managers of all time. But as far as Best Buy goes, I will never be touching foot there again as a customer or as an employee. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.